that my side hustle is making 6-7x what my primary job is per month. And it's like, what am I afraid of?
In this episode, you'll learn from a YouTuber that grew his YouTube channel from 0 to 1 million in less than 1 year and still holds a day job. You'll hear why he thinks it's important for him to keep his day job even though he's earning 5 figures of revenue per month, why he targeted non-English speaking countries on YouTube, and how soon before his channel started earning an income. And as always, listen to the end to hear his advice on how you can create a YouTube side hustle even if you only have 1 hour a day. And if you're new here, welcome to the Side Hustle Life channel, where I interview successful entrepreneurs to get their advice on how to start a business as a side hustle. So if you want to learn about creating a side hustle, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video, because you're only one side hustle away from creating the life you want. Today I'm joined by Jesse Davis from Video Growth Hackers and Brianna's Secret Club. Brianna's Secret Club is a general format kids variety show doing toy reviews and has grown to over 1 million subscribers in 1 year. And Jesse has also started Video Growth Hackers to help other YouTubers that also want to replicate this success. Welcome, Jesse.
Thank you for having me, Felix.
Awesome. So yeah, tell us a bit more about your background. Like, how did you get into creating YouTube content and a YouTube channel?
Couple weird factors that all sort of converged to make this happen. Factor one, we moved to Thailand when my daughter was 4. She's a good-looking half Thai, half American kid. My daughter ended up landing a green screen dancing job for this multi-channel network. Now, multi-channel network, for those of you who don't know what that means, is it's sort of like a record label for YouTube creators. They basically take a cut of revenue in exchange for promotion, education, and whatnot. So these guys said, hey, this girl's really talented. Maybe you should make your own channel. You can sign with us. And we didn't even have a channel yet, but I thought this is kind of the opportunity. So I kind of brainstormed on it. And my daughter and I sat down at the table and said, maybe this is something that we could create. It's a fun thing. It's a family business. Because most businesses, will take you away from the family. And I thought this might be a cool little side hustle that would make me spend time with the family. So we came up with the idea of Brianna's Secret Club, and we started off with like a secret agent theme. We didn't know what to do, so we just did everything, anything and everything. We played games, did crafts, video games, anything. I mean, just anything. My daughter is like really good to work with, so we just kept doing this, and we had our first video about these Milo cubes. It was Milo is a Nestle sort of chocolate malt powder. And they compressed them into these little cubes. And they were in Malaysia, I remember, and everybody was talking about them, but nobody had them. So we decided to make our own Milo cubes in the first month. And we put that video out, and it did pretty good. We got like 80,000 views. Our network promoted it, and that was just all the traction we need. And after that, it just went just straight up. I think we ended it with like 2,000 subscribers, but by month 5, we were up to 100,000. We got our silver play button. Yeah, we had a Secret Club, 100,000.
Very cool. So these multi-channel networks that you worked with, are they selective? If someone out there wants to start a YouTube channel, can they just walk up to a multi-channel network and say, hey, I want to work with you, help me be successful? Like what's involved?
Creators can apply, but if a multi-channel network sees an opportunity, they can approach the creator. There's several different multi-channel networks out there. Some are kind of scammy, some have a bad reputation. Ours has been pretty good so far. The common knowledge is that a lot of these multi-channel networks tend to take more than they give. Mm-hmm. They like those monthly revenue cuts. They don't always like trying to provide some sort of tangible value on a month-to-month basis. So I do credit them for launching as quick as we did. We definitely would not have gotten that kind of traction in the first month without somebody pushing traffic our way. But probably past month 1 or month 2, they really weren't bringing in anything substantial.
So how does like you're saying MCM, how do they help with monetization? Because like you're saying, there is a big issue in the YouTube creator community right now around monetization anyone out there that's thinking about starting a YouTube channel for the first time might be hesitant to dive in because they're hearing that it's more difficult now to generate any kind of revenue, to make a living eventually off of YouTube. What are your thoughts on how to navigate those waters?
There is some truth to the MCN helping with monetization a little bit, just simply because they are already monetized. So when they bring you into their umbrella, you are going through their monetization. So getting monetization turned on, which has been delayed for a lot of creators, is much easier if you're with an MCN. And they also, usually have a pretty good reputation with YouTube, so they can kind of go to bat on your behalf. They can technically get some premium advertising. They can get special ad rates. They may be able to increase the rates of your ads, but I wouldn't say that that's a magic silver bullet to all your monetization issues. But in some cases, I think it could help.
Got it. So in your case, the MCN helped you get your start, and they're helping with the monetization aspect. But the bulk of the success, where you went to 1 million subscribers in 1 year, that was essentially hustle on your end. So talk to us about that. What was the inflection point what were the milestones along the way that helped you grow so quickly, so fast?
Having a hit video definitely helps. One of the big things we experimented with was cardboard, and we started making cardboard box forts. And at first, it started out with just a simple princess castle. And then it moved to, I think I built a huge pirate ship in the living room. And then our big video, which was in January, was we built a cardboard 7-Eleven. I had a whole sliding door. We actually went to 7-Eleven. I installed a working microwave in the cardboard 7-Eleven. And then we had food that was hanging up there where you could get the food out and you could microwave it. And that video went crazy. We had 1 million views in 24 hours. So I still never had a video go quite that viral. But that put us on the map big time. And so we saw rapid growth after that, but it's been exponential.
Okay, got it. So the 24 hours, 1 million views, there are a couple of things that sounds like a letter to it. And you said this word a couple of times. You said experiment, you said testing, you said just trying different things out. When you first started a channel, I'm assuming you never thought we're going to get our success through creating cardboard 7-Eleven. So what recommendations do you have for anyone out there that is starting a YouTube channel and they just don't know yet what their channel should be about? Like, what was your testing and experimenting process like?
I think when we first started out, I thought, I'm going to come up with 15 themes, and I'm going to put them out there and kind of see what's getting traction. And we would kind of do different videos, but on those same vertical categories, 15 vertical categories. And eventually we said, 6 of these are not working. So we dropped 6 and we went down to 9. And I think for us with a variety format, that kind of worked. That's not always the best strategy. Some people might be better to sort of niche down into, automotive transmission repair, like very specific category. For us, there was a couple things that let us be successful. One, we had the talent to pull it off. We had sort of the production expertise to produce a channel. We had the acting expertise with my daughter. And we had, I think that's been one of our secret weapons, is really good SEO. So in Thailand specifically, now this doesn't always work everywhere, but in the Thai language, there was such little competition. And Thai YouTube is only like 5 years old, where like in the US it's like 12 years old. Mm-hmm. So the market here is not mature yet. So it's the same sort of opportunity that maybe you would have had like 5 or 6 years ago in the English YouTube space. Now you have that in Thailand, and so we were like, holy crap, this is amazing. Like we can rank for the keyword chocolate, and we can rank for all these different keywords. And so we could do all these different themes, but our SEO is so good that we're ranking for each one of them. And maybe 7 keywords in each video, we got ranked like top 20.
And so when you are targeting a specific country, what requirements are there? It sounds like the channel is probably in Thai, and then are you setting your location to places in Thailand? Like, how do you actually make sure that you are on Thailand YouTube?
Well, mostly it's by language. And so we started off with 2 channels. Actually, we started an English channel and we started a Thai channel. And the English channel, we've got about 19,000 subscribers. So that one did okay, not great. but we noticed the Thai one was picking up. But yeah, we do produce all the episodes in Thai. All the writing pretty much is in Thai. We're building it for the Thai audience. So anything that can be Thai, Thailand, whatever is set to Thai.
Got it. So when you are performing SEO on your videos, whether it be in the US or in Thailand, and you want to rank for a word like chocolate, like you're saying, what boxes do you have to tick off to make sure that you are setting up your video, your description, everything in a way, and your tags and everything in a way that will allow you your best chances of being ranked high for that keyword?
I use a tool called vidIQ Boost, which is I think about $40-50 a month. It's expensive, but it lets me do some search queries and find related search queries. So if I type in chocolate, it'll show me a whole list of search terms for chocolate, and it will also in English. It will show me keyword volume, how many monthly searches are there, how much competition is there, and like when you get that kind of data, you can quickly go through and find out really good opportunity keywords. So, for instance, in the English channel, so this is relevant, right? This is English. I noticed that I found the keyword, the long tail keyword, family vlog videos, I believe, and that keyword phrase I noticed was getting a lot of search traffic, had very little competition. So I tripled it. I put it first in my title, first in my description, and first in my keywords. And I ranked number 3 for that keyword. So that was a real clear-cut example of how you can try to find some unique keyword opportunities in English, triple your keywords, make sure you prioritize them in your title, description, and keyword fields, and try to rank high for that keyword. I had a simple sandcastle video, get like 20, 25,000 views in English just because we ranked well for that keyword. So
Do you work backwards then, where you say, okay, we want to create some more content, some new content. Let's brainstorm particular topics or particular videos that we want to create, and then you go to vidIQ to determine if there are any keywords that that you could potentially rank?
yeah, a lot of times I start with vidIQ just because it gives me so much data in one place, and then I can kind of see and identify some opportunities. Our SEO influences the themes of our videos rather than our videos influencing the SEO.
So you said vidIQ Boost was an application you use, 40, $50 a month. What other kind of startup costs are involved for someone that wants to start a YouTube channel with the growth in mind? Like they want to set themselves up for success. What's the kind of equipment? Do you have a studio where you're shooting these videos? Do you have any help that you've hired? Like what's involved in startup for something like this?
I don't think you have to have a lot of equipment. I I had an iPhone 7, which I felt produced pretty good quality videos, especially if you had a lot of light. So I started off with some good lighting. I started off with a decent camera. I obviously had to learn about lighting and get better. The next purchase was a microphone. So really, a cell phone is fine, but getting a microphone, especially a lapel mic, or even just like a headset like this, does wonders. You really want the hear you. They'll
Mhm.
tolerate bad video, but they won't tolerate bad audio. You don't have to rush out and buy a DSLR. We ended up, I think for Christmas, we bought ourselves a Canon M6 mirrorless with a Rode Video Mic Go, and that's an awesome little combo. We've used the heck out of that thing. So I would say for the first week or two, that should be your goal, is just to make the best video you can and then go back and be critical about it the next week and say, how can we improve this video? How can we make the audio better? How can we make the video better? And then you work these problems out over the next month or two. And then once your video is awesome, then you scale and you pump out content. And maybe the first month or two is just experimenting and trying to figure out those technical problems.
Do you find though that now that you have upgraded equipment, that it actually does help you rank better, or even get more views or grow faster?
Um, I don't think it changes our ranking. I don't think it instantly gets us more views, but better perceived quality over time will, I think, get people to stay and then feel like you're churning out a quality product. So for us, I mean, just the addition of the Rode Video Mic Go with the M6 fixed so many audio problems that we had and just made the audio so good in every episode. It saved a ton of time with editing. So we still shoot with the iPhone. Sometimes I'll pull out my iPhone. I'll do a little quick vlog, even with no mic. And as long as I get the lighting and the kind of the background right, it looks okay. So I don't think you need to bust the bank to start making videos. Start with what you got, and then slowly upgrade as you have the money and you have the time.
We connected because I saw a post that you had made, which was about you were in this a fork in the road where the YouTube channel is growing like crazy, and your subscribers were, I'm not sure what it was at the time, but obviously grew very quickly. But you still had a day job. Can you talk a little about that? Like, what was the decision like in your head, and did you come to a decision?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I don't want to say too much yet. But yeah, I've been with my company for almost going on 2 years now, and it's been a good 2 years. But I just haven't had the passion in the my job, and it's a long commute to Bangkok. It's about an hour and a half each way, and it just kind of wears you down, and especially if your heart's not really into it. And my boss is totally cool. I think I probably will end up jumping ship at some point in the near future. I don't know when. But for me right now, it seems like the opportunity is in the business. So, I value the stability, especially being in Thailand. If you've experienced a business failing before, you've almost lost your house. You've had fights with the wife. It's such a punch in the face. It really is. And you don't forget how that feels. So I've been trying to proceed carefully to avoid making any mistakes or, putting myself in that situation again. But I do feel like, at some point you got to just, I'd say man up or, get brave and then, make the jump. And, so many entrepreneurs, they jump into running a business where it's not even making money yet. It's just an idea and they just believe in it and they jump into it. That my side hustle is making 6-7x what my primary job is per month, and it's like, what am I afraid of?
Got it. So yeah, that's the main mantra that you hear a lot, right, from the gurus out there, which is to go out and just quit your job, eat ramen and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all day, and just go full into your business, whether, like you're saying, whether there is any revenue or if there's anything even tangible yet. What are your thoughts on? Did you have that kind of mentality at one point, and then you got burned by doing that? Like, what have you? I guess what's your thoughts on that kind of risk?
I think you have to weigh the risk of your situation. Now, I think being a dad, being a husband, having several small kids, a mortgage, it puts you in a very different spot. If you're a young entrepreneur, you're 24, you're living in the city, you can totally crash on your buddy's couch. I think you have a lot less to risk there. And that's the time of life where I would say, yeah, take those big risks. But having a family, having a mortgage has made me a little more conservative. I don't want to put my family in a bad position again, because I am the provider, right? I'm the one that's supposed to be bringing in the money, and I want to be a good dad. I want to be a good husband. So I want to make sure that I can provide for the family. But I think at this point, it's pretty clear where the opportunity is, and I would, I guess, encourage people to really look carefully into their situation. Don't make a hasty jump. If it's possible, run your side hustle as a business first. Test the waters. Try to make money. If your side hustle is making money, it makes the jump much easier. It's a calculated jump, not a wild jump.
How do you balance the day job with creating a YouTube channel that has grown to the size it is today? What is your day-to-day like structured?
It was really, really tough, to be honest with you, in the first year, because I was doing a bulk of the editing. I have a computer art degree, so I was doing all the thumbnails. We were releasing, when we started, we were releasing at least 10 clips a week. So it was like at least like one a day.
Full video?
Like a 5-minute video. So we're releasing 10 per week. And we had to edit all that and do all the audio. And I was just burning the candle at ends. And my wife was editing too. We were like both editing as much as we could. And eventually we're like, you know what, this is going to kill us. So we hired an editor, and she's been fantastic. We've gone through about two or three editors. One we still talk to for emergencies, but we found one that's really good, and she does thumbnails. So she offloaded a lot of the production work, so that freed me up a whole lot. And so it hasn't been so bad. We tried to balance it out a little bit because it was getting a little crazy there for 2017. So 2018, we were like, I think we need to cool down a little bit and maybe drop it down to like 5 videos a week and hire some people. So yeah, the hiring has really helped.
Got it. So you've hired, it sounds like at least a small team. Can you give us figures on the actual revenue that's generated from the business?
It's hard, our MCN is taking a cut. I can't disclose what cut they take, but they take a percentage. Now it's going to be less, so we'll get more of the revenue. But we're making definitely like 5 figures a month.
The revenues are generated through advertising, and what kind of business model exists for this side hustle of yours?
We've done mostly ad revenue. I would say that makes up at least 80% of the revenue. But lately, I think since we've hit 1 million subscribers, we've been picking up on the brand deals. So we did a brand deal for Hasbro, Lazada, which is a big website. I think we're doing a live stream for them this week. We've done a bunch of water parks, so we get a lot of free stuff, a lot of free toys. Toy distributors are sending us stuff all the time, so there's a lot of perks in with the money. But that's basically how we structure. If you were an adult channel, like doing, not targeting kids, I think you'd have a lot of other streams, like links. Like if you're doing like tech reviews, man, Amazon affiliate links might make up most of your revenue. But yeah, the direct brand deals, the company pays us money to do an episode. That's been our biggest second stream of revenue.
Mm-hmm. How soon did that start rolling in? Like, how many subscribers did you guys have before the brand started approaching you to do these brand deals?
We probably had some as soon as maybe like 130,000, I'm thinking. But they were small. Like it started off with companies starting to contact us saying, "Hey, we saw you have a YouTube channel. Can we send you a product to review?" I think it started with fidget spinners. We got some fidget spinners from a company. It was like a e-commerce site in Asia, and they sent us some little doodads and whatnot. And so we reviewed it. We thought, "Oh, this is cool. We're getting free stuff." But eventually, it turned out to be bigger deals. We did have a kids like theme park at Pattaya Beach contact us and say like, "Hey, we'll pay you, $700 to come, and you can stay at our hotel and review this theme park." We're like, "Yay, money plus vacation. That's awesome." So yeah, we had some cool stuff like that. This year we realized, hey, we are getting to be a big channel now. We've heard these other channels are doing good revenue, but we're not really seeing it yet on the brand deals. So we tried to get serious. We asked around and tried to price it out, and we ended up building a rate card. And as of right now, we're now starting to get companies paying what our rates are. So we set the rates up, not super high, but I'd say medium high, and then they're starting to pay it. I think right when we hit around 1 million subscribers, then we started seeing companies take us kind of seriously in the larger tier.
Got it. So in this business that you created with the YouTube channel, what would you say you like the most about it? And the way that I like to phrase this is, if you could spend your entire day mostly doing this task and you'd be happy with it, what would that task be in relation to running the business?
I guess probably the filming. I mean, the filming is the most creative. So if you're the type that's rewarded by, the creative actions, sometimes the creative part, in my case, I end up building a lot of things out of cardboard. So making a video out of cardboard, trying to film it, set up the time lapse, create this, and then letting the kids play with it afterwards is a pretty good feeling. And especially when it's, getting, every cardboard video gets at least 1 million views. So like kids really like it. And they even sometimes see me like in the market or something. They're like, "Hey, it's the cardboard guy." And so that's, they know me. They're, some of them do.
Yeah. So what about the opposite then? What is something that you would love to, snap your fingers and get rid of that task completely? And it sounds like you already hired a video editor, and which remove a lot from your plate. What's the next thing that you wish you could just get rid of in terms of running a YouTube channel?
Maybe like an admin kind of position. There's a lot of little busy work like, hey, copy these files over to here, upload this to OneDrive so the editor can get it. All right, keep track of the metadata, do the SEO, manage it, tweak the thumbnail. There's like a lot of little in between work that my wife and I both sort of juggle, and that's kind of the irritating stuff. You're not driving sales, you're not filming new videos, you're just sort of doing this maintenance stuff. I mean, for me, sometimes it's just like cleaning up the computer, backing up the videos, doing that stuff. But that's probably the most irritating part for me.
If you think about the ideal person in this particular role that you have, what would they be like? What is the type of person that would like this type of business, this type of side hustle the most? Like, how would you describe them?
I would describe them as a creative jack of all trades. With YouTube, people don't expect Hollywood quality. So you don't have to be the best videographer. You don't have to be the best actor. But you have to have a little bit of everything. You have to have within your production team, whether that's just one person or multiple people, you have to have somebody that understands the technical part, the cameras, the gear, the editing. And then you've got to, maybe have somebody that understands the sound design, adding special effects and doing all that. And then you've got to have somebody that knows how to film a little bit and, get some different camera angles, tell a story. And then maybe somebody that's writing scripts. You need to have somebody that can speak. I mean, there's no wonder why there's like hundreds of people that work on these Hollywood videos, because they're all like super, super specialized. But when it's just you have to put on all those hats. You have to be all those roles. So yeah, somebody who's got enough of the creative, but enough of the technical, and they can kind of balance it out, right in the middle, which is me to a T.
What kind of person would you think might like this particular side hustle, but then might ultimately end up hating it?
The work in itself is rewarding, but also because there's such a component of audience feedback. When you lack that feedback, I think it can get very, very frustrating, especially if you're producing video after video and it's just not getting traction, and you feel like you're doing the best job you can, and it's not working. But I like to think of it as sort of like, if you think about like a Hollywood pilot episode, right? They're going to shoot a pilot for TV. Not every pilot makes it. These are professional Hollywood guys, professional directors, professional actors. They've got the best skills at everything. They produce this thing and it doesn't go anywhere. Like it's a creative product. And so, there's just many different formulas, many different paths to success. So somebody gets frustrated easily or can't hang in there to do these videos over and over and over again. It's probably not for them if you have a short temper. So the person that's right for, I guess, would be the person that's sort of dedicated and committed, like the person that doesn't cheat on their diet, that they can do the same thing day in, day out, and maintain that creative. It's definitely a certain type of person, I think, that fits in this pretty well. And sometimes you can have the right person with the wrong idea too. Like, you can have, maybe this guy would produce the best car videos, but he's so busy playing video games and doing live streams of his games, he never gets to his true potential as the car guy. So sometimes it's the right person, wrong format. But that's why you have to keep experimenting. My first channel I made didn't blow up. I learned from it, and I scrapped it when I saw it wasn't going anywhere, and then I created another channel. So
Just in general, and within YouTube, like, what do you think are the biggest opportunities in this space, that if someone is thinking about going into creating a YouTube channel as their kind of side business, where would you tell them to start looking first?
there's sort of a Venn diagram of your interests and the things that you're passionate about and opportunities in the market. And the place where they overlap in the middle is the sweet spot. And that's where you're going to achieve a lot of YouTube success. You might be passionate about antique stamp collecting and nobody on YouTube is watching that. So that's going to result in a failure, even if your content's the best, because there is no audience there. So you have to make sure that you've got an audience and you're producing stuff that you're passionate about. For me, I was passionate about my daughter. I wanted her to succeed. I did this for her career, so that in 5 to 10 years, everybody would know who she was. And so that gave me the motivation to make these. Like, I wasn't always motivated about making craft videos or whatever, but for me, I was motivated about her.
That makes sense. So, because this is the Side Hustle Life Show, if someone out there wants to turn this into a side hustle, they probably have like an hour a day to work on it. what would you say they should dedicate that time to, especially early on? If they only had an hour a day after work or maybe a couple hours on a weekend, how should they focus their time if they are looking to go down the same path that you went down?
If you've only got an hour a night, you need to come up with a format that's going to work within that. The way we produced 10 episodes is that we got very, very time efficient. We didn't film B-roll, we didn't film extra clips. If it wasn't right, we deleted it, we did it again. And we just would do scene by scene by scene, bang, 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 bang in sequential order because it was the fastest to shoot. So getting really efficient with your production process. If you only have an hour a day and your goal is to do this amazing hand-drawn animation, that doesn't really work. Like you don't have enough time to do that. So for some themes, like a vlog, a 15-minute vlog per day, that might work. Question and answer, there's some small, easy to grasp formats that you could do. I think that would be really key to getting your format down to where you could feel like at the end of the week, you're like, I had 7 hours to spend this week and I produced 3 episodes. They look good. I think they bring people a lot of value. And then you do that every single week and you keep producing. And that's the trick. The trick is with YouTube is consistency and frequency. Both of those combined will grow your channel.
Thank you so much for your time, Jesse. So again, Brianna's Secret Club and
Yep.
Video Growth Hackers. Where can watchers go to find out more about both of these channels? Any other ways that they can contact you?
Yeah, you can email me at videogrowthhackers@gmail.com. We have a Facebook group you can join. No spamming, please. And you can also catch us on YouTube.
Very cool. We'll link all that in the description below. Again, thank you so much for your time, Jesse.
All right, Felix. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Now the question for you is, if you were to start a YouTube channel, what would the topic of your YouTube channel be? Post it in the comments below. For me, it's obviously about creating side hustles. That is what this YouTube channel is about. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you never miss a video because you're only one side hustle away from creating the life you want. And to learn more about side hustles, make sure you check out the next video.